it's a road trip to London.
Yeah, we're going to London.
And this is my sister. So she drove all the way from Tonabi to.
Hi, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover in most of this video. Now, on our way, we had to stop by to buy things for my cousin, my niece that stays at Hatfield. And this was us when we started going. It was really a nice road trip, to be honest. It was a long 4-hour drive from Manchester, almost 5 hours. My older sister had to come all the way from Thornaby to pick me up, so we kind of broke the journey in two. She slept over at my house in Manchester, and then we headed out the next morning. On our way, it started raining, but it didn't rain for so long when we were going to London. And then, boy, the landscape in UK is beautiful. Like, a road trip is really good once in a while. And UK also has a toll gate, so we had to pay to pass this particular place. Unfortunately, I don't know where that was anymore, because I didn't edit these videos immediately I shot them. And then we're just in the car having conversations, so my sister, the driver, doesn't slip off. I know, yes, I get accident. And then we called my mom. That's my mom over on the other end of the phone. Spoke to my mom for quite some minutes, and we started driving and driving and driving. Then we missed our turn, and I think this is Wolverhampton, but I'm not really sure anymore. But I think this is Wolverhampton. It's beautiful, like the countryside, the posh areas, and but they still have ugly places. But then, generally speaking, it's really, really beautiful. This is like the posh part of Wolverhampton. Like I said, I'm not really 100% sure if this is Wolverhampton, but I know we drove past somewhere like that. So the thing about missing your turn when you're traveling or you're driving on the motorway, it takes you back inside the town most times, because you have to, the distance to turn and get back to the motorway is really far. And then we eventually came out to the motorway, and it was all bright and sunny, and we kept going. So here we were tired, and we decided to stop somewhere to just use the loo and stretch our legs and all that. So we stopped at a service station. When the motorway has loads of service stations, even if you're traveling long distance like this, so we just took a walk inside and headed back. So this was just me catching cruise and then feeling myself. I love this trouser. For anybody who wants to know where I got it from, it's Shein. Is it Shein? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the name well, but I bought it from Shein. It's not too expensive, budget friendly. The top as well, I bought it from Shein. My sister hates this top because she said it's showing my stomach, but mama, leave me alone. Anyway, we had finished, and then we were about hitting the road again. So we were actually headed to Hatfield. We're not going straight to London because we needed to stop by and see our niece at Hatfield. They just moved in from Saudi Arabia, and I have seen them before, but my older sister hasn't since they moved here. So we decided to stop by. And then again, the distance between where we stay and Hatfield, London, it's quite far, so it's not every time we come this way. Yay, we finally made it to Hatfield. So for those of you who are coming to University of Hatfield, this is where your school is. This is like the city center. No, this isn't the city center, but in fact, I don't even know. I'm confused because there's a town center, and I don't know whatever center this is, but this is like where you've got all the stores, the nice places and all that. So this is where the school is. This neighborhood, not so far from where we are at the moment. And then you've got the police station and all that. Hatfield has the best accent, arguably has the best accent I have heard in the UK. It's clear, it's nice, and the place is very quiet. and it's quite expensive as well, housing and all that. Anyway, so we're in the house. This is my family. That's my niece. Leave the niece part, long story. So these are her children. And when I last saw these girls before they moved to the UK, they were actually really little. That's all of us and my niece's family. And we are headed out now, and it was raining cat and dog. As at the time we were leaving, it was so bad. It was raining really heavily, and then thank God we're driving. These are the perks of driving if you're going to such places, especially when you've got quite a number of things to carry. So it rained for a really long time. In fact, more like the rest of the journey was just all raining and rainy, and then there was a little bit of sun at some point, but for the most part it rained, and it rained heavily. Fun fact about my family: so I am a 16th child. I'm the last born of my family. We are many. Actually, we are very many. That's why I've got big nieces like that, nephews like that, so sometimes it's always difficult explaining all the time. Anyway, so we are on the tunnel to London. We're approaching Dartford Bridge at this point. So we're already basically in London, and that's Dartford Bridge just ahead, if you can see. And at Dartford Bridge you have to pay the toll gate, but it's well, there's nothing really spectacular about it, but this bridge is nice. That's these poles or whatever they're called, they're quite nice, and then the tunnel is just below, and then from here you could see a great deal of London. So this is where we're actually coming to. We're in South London, Erith. It's beautiful, it's nice. This is the view from the house we stayed at night. It's not really an Airbnb. My sister's friend just gave us her other house to stay, and then we just paid for the bills, that's all. And then this is it during the daytime. It's a beautiful apartment, you know, those kind of apartments that you need a pass to get in and stuff like that. It's really cool, it's really nice. The neighborhood is clean. I don't know if I can call this one posh, but it's fine, sha. And then we had to eat. Then to the next day we went to the African market. We brought a lot of food stuff, so we just needed to buy some small things to cook. And then we got into the African store. This one is owned by a Nigerian. Most African stores here that I've seen since I've been here are owned by Asians, but this one is owned by either a Ghanaian or a Nigerian. So we just had to pick a few things that we needed to cook, since we're staying for 4 nights, 3 days. So we made soup. We brought fish and meat from home. Oh, and I was just feeling myself here, to be honest. A lot of people have not seen me on low cut, so I cut my hair a long time ago. This was us having breakfast the next morning. No, the same morning. That bread was really nice. It's an agege bread we got from one of the African shops, and then we just matched sardines and eggs. This is the pepper soup, very rich assorted pepper soup. It was really nice. If you want to buy cow meat, that's face part. I don't know what it's called. I think I would really recommend that face part. We got it there. It is so nice if you can get it. I've been looking for it all them. This was the next morning. So coincidentally, our coming to London was clashing with my cousin's child having an award, and we went for the event. This was us going for the event the next morning at the train station at Erith. This was actually my first time in London since I've been in the UK, and I've been hearing about the tubes and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, this was the underground train station. We're looking for our next connecting trains and all that. So I was hearing about the tubes, and my mind was just on a capsule, like, you know, God, too much American film. I was expecting to see a capsule, and then the capsule is just flying from somewhere, wherever, and only for me to enter the tube, and it was actually the normal trams we have in Manchester, just a faster tram that moves like a train. So I'm like, oh, okay, where's the tube? This is the tube and all that. But anyway, I don't enter the tube now. Should be in the London, we don't come. And I feel like, my opinion, I feel like London is quite over exaggerated. It's beautiful, no doubt, but not what I expected. My expectations were just too high. So I was again disappointed, just like I was in the UK when I came to the UK newly. So this is the supposed tube, which is like the normal trams we've got here in Manchester, just longer and faster. It's actually very fast, just like a train. So I'll just fooling myself here. This is my family, extended family, cousins, and that's the girl in white suit is the celebrant, then her parents and her aunt. Okay, so this is London. This is like the heart of London. This is central London. That's the London Eye, Parliament. There are loads of tourists here. Like my sister would always say, you could pass 10 people and they don't even know how to speak English, because most people that come here are tourists. And this is the actual parliament, the parliament from centuries ago. So for me, it felt like I was living in history. So it was really nice seeing these things real life. And I love the fact that the British people, they like preserving their history. So you've got these really, really ancient buildings, and then it feels like you're actually reliving history. That's how I felt anyway. So this is the supposed central London, and the event was to start at 3, but we got there quite early, so we had to just hang around till 3, because 3 is 3. You're not getting in before 3, so we just hung around. We took pictures and just waited for the event to start. And again, the event was booked for just the parents, like the seat booking inside, so we couldn't enter inside, and we just had to hang around for them to finish the program. It was a 2-hour program, 2 hours or 3 hours, 2 hours program. So this is where we just were sitting, and then my sister took the time to start feeling herself. She was looking all nice that day. She was looking like rich auntie. She was just giving rich auntie vibes. So I just decided to take the liberty to do a video for her. I think I might take a course in videography, because damn, I'm good at this thing. Anyway, we were done taking photographs, and we decided to just walk around instead of just staying at one particular place, and that is exactly what we did. So enjoy the tour of central London, but not the whole of central London. This is just where the parliament is, and then where you have Big Bang or Big Ben? Big Ben, that's what they call it. So enjoy. This is the entrance to Parliament. Yeah. Well, I think it is the entrance to the Parliament. Is physically guarded, so you can't go inside. People are not allowed inside. They are not allowed beyond this point. So if you want to take pictures, you just have to stand by this gate to take pictures. But it's a really nice place to be. And then this is just the outside. And fun fact, it's all made of gold. The little aesthetics you'll see that are actually gold are real gold, yo. They are real gold. It was really amazing seeing those things, because I'm just imagining in my head how much gold they use. And then this jumpsuit I'm wearing is actually a collection of mine. So before I left Nigeria, I was trying to launch a new collection to my existing brand. I've not really talked about my business so much on this space, but well, I own a kids fashion brand. Oh yeah, look at the gold I was talking about. It's just passed. So back to me. I own a kids fashion brand, and we're trying to expand to the business casual for women, which we're still going to do soon here in the UK. So that jumpsuit is from one of my clothing. So we just took turns to take videos. Thank God I carried my selfie stick. It was really, really helpful. It came in really handy. Yeah, that's. So yes, this is the point where my sister was telling me about the gold thing. All those shiny things you're seeing there, they're actually real gold, and I was really amazed. the good thing about this place is the fact that nobody really has your time. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. You can, in fact, there was a girl on wedding dress. I think it was a photo shoot. Everybody just minds their business. Everybody just goes about their way. So there's no need to be shy. You just do your thing, and really nobody cares. Everybody there is also trying to do their own thing, so nobody really cares about what you're doing and whatnot. That's my guy. That's Churchill, like Churchill, Winston Churchill. I really loved Churchill from The Crown, and I read a lot about him. I knew a lot about him from The Crown. Whilst we're still waiting, we had to just walk towards these thing. I don't know if that's what they call the eye, and then you've got the Uber boats and all that. Just to see a little bit of what it looks like on the other end, but we didn't really go far. And I even saw a love padlock. This thing has a love padlock. I think in the future, the other part of the video, I think I showed it. If I don't, I'll just put a picture I took of it. It's got a padlock where people come to lock their loves and whatnot. I think there was something like that in Paris, but the Nigerian me might not go lock my destiny. At this point, we were headed back. This was the next day. We're headed back to Manchester for me and Thornaby for my sister. And this time around, my cousins also tagged along with us. So we're like 4 in the vehicle, headed back to Manchester. 2 of us were stopping at Manchester. And then my sister was going to Thornaby. The tunnel is quite long. Again, on our way back, my sister was feeling really sleepy. Everybody else had to sleep because the night before it was horrible. It was really bad. We got back to our apartment quite late, and it was like 3 a.m. before we slept. So it was really bad, and we had to stop by here, another service, because my sister was feeling sleepy and she was the one driving. The other people just slept off. I snoozed a bit, but I was trying to be awake, so I'd keep my sister company. And we stopped to get a few things, used the loo again before heading back to Manchester. Backstory: this is us in Manchester, but because we don't really know our way, or my sister doesn't really know her way, we had to use Google Map, and then the Google Map took us to the Snake Road. That's like a spiral, so it's quite scary for people who have phobia for heights, but it's beautiful. The landscape is beautiful. So anyway, this is like the end of the vlog. I hope I captured as much as I could. And again, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and please watch out for my next post, because it's something really, really, really important that everybody has to know as long as you're coming to Sheffield Hallam University with placement precisely. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Subscribe, like, comment. Bye.